Good morning, all of you. Good morning, all the way from Jamaica. I am blessed to have the opportunity to bring you this segment of Winning Wednesday from the beautiful country of Jamaica and seeing what God is doing here as the service has been unfolded. Let me tell you, we have been having a glorious time in the Lord. I call it heaven on earth. And you're seeing that how God can come in and to shift and change and to manifest his presence in the lives of people. It just brings you into a place of awe. And I'm just in awe of what God is doing. I'm in awe of how God is allowing things to show us that his presence is there and that the healing power is there and that the deliverance is there and that his salvation for people is there. And I mean, it is just, I'm in awe. And as you're logging in this morning, come on, I want you to start sharing this message. Let somebody know Winning Wednesday is on and we're on live. And I need you to start bringing somebody in, letting them know, hey, come and be a part of this Winning Wednesday. Because when we woke up this morning, let's start celebrating that this is the day that the Lord has made and I will be glad and rejoice in it. So at the fact that we're rejoicing at what God is doing, we're rejoicing that God gave us another day of life. We're rejoicing that you're able to wake up in the right mind, that you could have been cuckoo, you could have lost your mind, but God's still saying that I woke you up because you have purpose. I need y'all to put that in the comment this morning. I have purpose. The fact that you are acknowledging that you have purpose is the fact that you're saying that God has more in store for me. Come on, somebody drop that in the comment right now. I have purpose. The fact that God is giving you purpose, the fact that God is showing you and allowing you to be at a place that he's giving you purpose for such a time as this, that your time is not over. You have more to live for. You have more to do because God is giving you purpose. And as we get ready to start this morning, continue to share this message. Invite somebody to join us on this morning segment of Winning Wednesday. Listen, guys, it is so beautiful here. I wanted to bring you outside, to bring you a part of what is happening and what is taking place. The last 2 nights of service here in Jamaica has literally been amazing. It has been an opportunity where we're seeing that God shows up and he shows out in a mighty way. Last night we had the opportunity to ordain one of the pastors here, and uh, uh, she has a wonderful ministry here up under our covering. And we had the opportunity to ordain her into her pastoralship. She has been running the church for a few years, but not officially installed in an office. But last night we were able to do so. My father, Bishop, he preached an amazing word. And knowing that this is your time, this is your season to know that God is soon to come back. And the Bible tells us in Genesis 49 and 10, it says, the scepter shall not depart out of Judah until Shiloh comes. And so that Shiloh is the returning of Christ. That Shiloh is knowing that God is soon to come back, and what he's doing, he's gathering all of his jewels from all over the world. And not just being selfish in saying that my God only resides in my city or my country or my state, but knowing that God resides all over the world and that we have the opportunity to be able to share ministry in regions that don't get the gospel preached as much. Yesterday, we were actually up in the mountains. We were staying in Kingston, but it's literally a 3 hour drive up and a 3 hour drive back to where we're going and doing ministry. And I'm telling you, we're taking ministry in remote areas, but it's a blessing to be able to see how God's presence shows up wherever we go and to see the lives of people just touched and changed. And I want to share this with you, what God dropped on my spirit. And I preached this message on Monday night with the church here in Jamaica. And God simply spoke to me and he said, tell the people it's time to live again. And I'm saying, God, what are you saying? He said, declare that it is time to live again. Y'all hear what I'm telling you this morning? It's time to live again. Come on, put that in the comment section and just put that out right now. It's time to live again. And the fact that when God gave me that, I was like, okay, God, what are you saying? He said, I want you to start declaring it's time to live again. There comes a point in time in life that people get stuck, they get stagnated about what happened in the past, that their dream or vision did not come to pass, that dream has died. They feel like they've missed their moment. They feel like that there are things that uh, didn't happen which caused them not to be where they're at. But God says, start declaring it's time to live again. And I was coming out of the text in the book of Exodus, the third chapter. You see that where Moses now finds himself on the other side of the desert. Moses is now in a place where that he was exiled from his country. He was exiled from Egypt. You know, he had slew a man and he knew because he had killed a man that they were going to kill him. So he flew, he fled, left Egypt, finds himself in the middle of the desert, got married, tends to his father-in-law's sheep. All of a sudden, in the wilderness, he sees a bush that's on fire, a bush that is burning, but it's not being consumed. The fact that what happened is that when you see fire burning, that the closer you get to the fire, the more that you're going to feel the heat. And I'm sharing with you today that the closer you get to God, the more that you're going to feel his presence, the more that you're going to feel that heat or that passion for God to come alive. When you understand what fire represents zeal, it represents passion, it represents his purpose for our life. And so then when we don't have no fire, you don't have a zeal. When you don't have no fire, you don't have a passion. When you don't have no fire, it causes the things that should be burned up. What does fire do? Fire cleanses, fire purifies. And so today, I want to challenge you when God said, share with the people, he said to live again. When you understand that in order to live again, Moses thought his life was over. He thought that his purpose of why he was born, the purpose of why he had came forth was over. But what God did, he showed him that I'm going to give you another assignment, Moses. You were in Pharaoh's house. You were a leader over the people. But now I am taking you from Pharaoh's house because I needed you to learn of Pharaoh's ways. I needed you to get into a place where you can be respected. But I'm going to allow you to leave that place, put you in the middle of the desert for another 40 years to retrain you, to re-get that old out of your system, to give you something new. The fact that God did not kill you, the fact that you are not dead, the fact that you are still alive is saying that God is preparing you for something different. And this is why I'm telling you this morning that God says it's time to live again. Your dream, your vision, your desire is not dead. God said that I had to allow time to come into place. I had to allow things to happen. I had to allow things to move out of your life in order to rebirth you all over again. Moses now sees this bush on fire. He sees this bush being burning, but it's not being consumed. Though that you have been in the heat, this is a word for you this morning. Though that you have been in the heat, the more that you have been in tribulations, the more that you have felt persecution, and you are still here. God said, I allowed the fire to come upon you. I allowed the trials and tribulations to come upon you, but I didn't allow you to become consumed. And the fact that you are still here, the fact that you have not lost your mind is showing that God has purpose for you. Come on, somebody agree with that word. Say, God has purpose for me. Come on, agree with that word this morning. God has purpose for me. And the fact that God woke you up this morning, and the fact that you are here, the fact that you are sharing this message because it's going to be a blessing to somebody else, the fact that God woke you up to see another day, God has purpose for you. And the fact that you are still here, the fact that you are not 6 feet under in your grave, the fact that you are not in some asylum in the lunatic home, God has purpose for you. When they tried to count you out, when they said that you would never be anything, that you would never amount to anything, God has purpose for you. And what I want to challenge you on today is the fact that when you feel that what God placed in you, you feel that dream has been snuffed out, is the reason why that I'm sharing with you this morning that you have purpose, and it's time for you to live again. And what God gave me that word right here in Jamaica, I want to share that word with you. That I want this to be your light. I want this to be your passion. I want this to be your visual for the rest of this week. It's time to live again. And the fact that you are still here is the reason why God is saying to you, it's time to live again. Don't sit there and allow opportunities to pass you by. Don't sit there and allow people who have come and gone in your life to cause you to be stuck in this place. It's the reason why God allowed them to come and go. There's a reason why God had to remove them from your life. It's a reason why doors closed. There is a reason, because God had to prepare you, just like what he did with Moses. He put Moses in the wilderness for 40 years to retrain him, but then he gave him a commission. He gave him another job. And he said, Moses, you go back to Egypt, you go to Pharaoh, and you declare these words over Pharaoh, and you tell him that my God says to let my people go. And the fact that you are still here, the fact that God is giving you this day, come on, this is the day that God has made, and that we will be glad and we will rejoice in it. The reason why God allowed you to be here is more of a reason why you need to take this opportunity today and you need to live again. You need to take this opportunity today and to give God your best. Don't sit there and wait for next. Don't sit there and wait for tomorrow. Do what you got to do and do it today. It's time to live again. Don't let things pass you by and not grab hold to what God has placed before you. It is time for you to live again. Don't sit there and say that, God, I don't know, I'm not for sure. If God gave it to you, if God presented it to you, he's saying to you right now, it is time for you to live again. And I want to challenge you that as you are preparing your day, some of you may already be out, some of you are watching from other countries and your day is already getting going. But for those of you who are just starting out, those of you who are in the middle of your day, those of you who are preparing to get ready to end your day, remember this, it's time to live again. God has purpose for you. God has something more in store for you in the moment. And I share this, and I often talk about, even in my personal testimony, and the things that I had to endure, and the things that I was afflicted with, and the things that I had to repent for. And I thought that my ministry was over. I thought that the place that God had me at, that I'd never get back to it. And God gave me this confirmation. He said that I will restore you. I will restore you the years that the cankerworms, all the years that you were in sin, all of the years that you thought that you couldn't be delivered. But I am going to now take everything that you've been through, everything that you had to endure, and use it as your testimony. Don't look at life as that I made a mistake and I can't come out of that mistake. God is a sovereign God. God is a God of grace. And God will give you an opportunity if you desire. If you're willing to let go and let God come in today, God will give you the opportunity to start all over again. And I say this to you. Come on, somebody, for the last time, drop this in the comment section. It is time to live again. And know this, that as I give you this word, make this your declaration for the rest of the week. I will not sit back. I will not let my dream die. I will not allow what God has placed in me to not come forth. It's time to live again. Take what God has given you. Take this opportunity to start this day and make this day the best day of the rest of your life. Take this opportunity to make this day that said, I will not lay dormant on what God has given me. It's time to live again. Okay, guys, God bless you. God keep you as we have um, been able to do this segment, Winning Wednesday, right here in Jamaica. Come on, Patola, this is your homeland. But for those of you who have never been, I encourage you to come on out here. I mean, it's a great opportunity. Some beautiful people here. And as God has allowed us to be here, to be present, to be a blessing for those that are here, I want to encourage you with this message, knowing that God is calling you for more, that God is going to cause you to do more. But just do know this, that it's time to live again. Get off of your to-do nothing today, and let's start doing something. And before we leave here, I want to encourage all of you that if you have not yet, if you have not subscribed to my new weekly e-blast, I encourage you to go right now to the website and just simply click on the website. It is so easy. It's my name, calvinjefferson.com. Go right now, click on the website, and you'll be able to connect with me, and I'll be able to connect with you, and we will be able to share this gospel together. So go now, go to the website, follow the information that's up right now. Go to the website and go to calvinjefferson.com. Hit that subscribe button. It's going to pop up. And also drop your phone number in there. There's an opportunity where we can text. You can send me real live text messages and I will respond. I want to pray with you, and as God gives me word, as he gives me revelation, and I want to be able to share with you. This is why I encourage you to go drop your information there. This is not for marketing. This is not for me to blister you with a whole bunch of content, but I want to give you information that's going to inspire you, that's going to uplift you, that's going to encourage you. So let's get connected. Let's stay connected. Go to the website, calvinjefferson.com. Click on the subscribe button and follow the information. And don't forget to drop your email address and phone number so we can have a weekly dialogue of e-blasts that I send out, as well as your phone number so we can have some real live text communication. Guys, I want to say to this, I encourage you to go forth today and to live again. And for those of you who are on here and you want to be a blessing, the information is coming up right now. I want you to sow your seed today. God dropped this in my spirit last year. He said there's some that's going to give a 30-fold. There's some that's going to give 60 a fold, and there's some that's going to give 100-fold. But every time we come before God, God requires something of us. And as he's requiring something of us, I'm telling you to make that sacrifice today. Make that sacrifice to give. Make that sacrifice to sow. Make that sacrifice to be a blessing. What we do in ministry, we're helping so many people. As we're here in Jamaica, we are making it a point to bring food and shelter and guidance to the people here in this country. And your giving makes a difference. It allows us to travel in these remote areas, in these different countries, to help those who are less fortunate. And we're bringing the good news of the gospel, and that's Jesus Christ. So continue to be a blessing. Continue to consider to sow that seed today, and knowing that as you're sowing, and make this year of 2023, this is going to be my best year yet. This is going to be the year that I am coming out and I am going forth and to do what God has called me to do. So guys, get your seeds together, get ready to sow and be a blessing. Guys, I can't wait to see you this Saturday night. I'll give you more updates of how we ended this conference here in Jamaica. And I want you to continue to pray for us as we travel and do God's work. Next week, we're in Africa. So y'all pray our strength in the Lord, that God continues to keep us and cover us in all that we do. Guys, I love you, and I can't wait to see you this Saturday night on the Global Prayer Wall. Bye-bye.